Yo, what's good, everybody? In today's video, you see the title, you see the thumbnail. I have to come out here and explain to you guys my official thoughts and opinions on college football 25. Here is my official review of the game, at least for right now, okay? So if you guys don't know, I finished my 10-hour free trial of this game. I just got through playing it like a few days ago, and so there wasn't much else for me to do because I don't have PlayStation Plus, and so I couldn't play online and stuff like that, even if I wanted to. But that's a different topic, okay? We're not going to go far into that. But as far as the other stuff that I did witness outside of Ultimate Team, I'm not even going to bother touching that, because what's really the point? You know what I mean? But at the same time, though, I wanted to give you guys my opinions on this game thus far, since I've been playing it for a few weeks now, okay? I've been on this game quite frequently, and as you guys may know, I have tons of more footage coming your way in about... You know what? Let's just say it's coming mad soon, okay? I'm not going to make a perfect promise, because that's normally my flaw when it comes to me promising you guys when these videos come out. That's like the only flaw I have these days, if I'm being real. But at the same time, just know, stay tuned when the videos do come, okay? Because guaranteed I will drop more bangers on this game mad soon, okay? Do not worry, trust me, okay? Your boy got you, all right? So as you can see, I got some gameplay footage in the background or foreground, whatever you want to call it. This is me on the screen right now. That is my team wearing the black jerseys. I got the Boston Sonics, people. The Boston Sonics, for those of you that don't know, me personally growing up during my childhood, back in Madden 11 or Madden 12, I think it was Madden 11, that game had the create a team feature on the Xbox 360. Goated times, okay? Those were the days back then when I got a chance to create my own team, in which I have never done before. And of course, I get to play with my team whenever I want. I even took my team back then to the Super Bowl, okay? Now, fast forward a decade later, here I am taking my team to the national championship in college football, okay? How insane is that? At least to me. This is my created team, okay? In the black jerseys, like I said. I know the jerseys look kind of ugly. The colors don't really match. But that's just how I visioned my team back in the day growing up. I just made a team and just went with it. You know what I mean? So, anyways, let's get on to what's important. The review. So, my opinions on this game thus far is that College Football 25 is playable, okay? I rarely came across a glitch except for one, okay? If you guys saw that one short I made just a few weeks back on this game, there was a certain glitch that happened during my Road to Glory playthrough, right? And so I wasn't sure if it was on my wide receiver, my Ricardo! I'm not sure if it was on that guy or somebody else. I think it was on my alternate build, okay? It was another wide receiver that I was playing with on a different team at the time. And so I came across a glitch during that game to the point where I was literally trying to block on defense. Well, we were really on offense, but either way, I had to block the defender out of the way. And so my receiver or whoever was catching the ball could get a touchdown, right? And so, meanwhile, while I was blocking that guy, there came a glitch. There came a glitch to where me and that defender who was right in front of me, we stopped and we freeze-framed the moment the play was over. We was freeze-framed for like a few seconds, and then it asked me to pick another play on offense. That was probably one of the most randomest glitches I came across in forever. Like, I never really come across a glitch, especially involving a sports game, in my life. I cannot remember the last time I come across an actual glitch, a programming glitch in any game whatsoever until that point, okay? So I was quite shocked. Well, not really, but I was surprised deep down that College Football 25 was the first game that I actually saw a real glitch on. Out of all of the games that I've played up until this point, okay? That's how you know this game was playable still. Despite that one hiccup, the game is still functioning to say the least. Okay, so I rarely had any problems with the game thus far mechanically outside of that glitch, like I said. And so the controls was not that hard to pick up on because, again, I haven't played a football game in like 2 years. Since Madden 22, I took a huge break, and thankfully I did. Okay, excuse me. And so coming back into college football 25, especially after a decade waiting for this game, it didn't take long because I've gotten used to playing football games for years and years on end. And so I was a bit familiar. And so I was quite surprised that it didn't take me as long as I thought it would to pick up on the controls since I've been so familiar with playing football games in recent years. So that wasn't a huge issue. However, some of the features did take me a little bit of a while to get accustomed with, if that makes sense. Like, for instance, the wear and tear system, the coach vision, I meant to say the coach vision while you're on the field and stuff like this. You know, some of the features that they introduced in the game, I was still getting used to, and I still am a little bit, trust me. And so it took me some time to get, accustomed to some of these features, like I said. But other than that, it didn't take me that long to pick up on the controls. And so I did play, the mini games, as you guys saw in my Road to Glory playthrough. The mini games or the practice drills, whatever you want to call it. I've been trying out quite a few, to say the least, especially off camera, to get more used to the new ways to play, if that makes sense. And so, regardless of the case, I gotten a lot better on this game, especially with my wide receiver as of late, okay? So long story short, the familiarity, or however you say it, I apologize if I do butcher that pronunciation. You guys know what I'm trying to say, right? So either way, that was a thing, right? And so moving on to the game modes. Now, I did touch Dynasty mode a little bit, and the only reason was to play with my customized team. That was it. Nothing else mattered aside from me trying to figure out a way how to play with my created team on this game, since Team Builder was a feature in this game, at least recently, okay? And so that's the reason why I've been playing Dynasty mode, even though I barely even touched it at one point. But at the same time, it was just to test the waters with the created team feature, since they allowed you to add more than 10 plus created teams on Dynasty. So that's the only reason why I even touched that mode to begin with, okay? By the way, I was also curious about other things as well off camera, and so that's why I barely even touched Dynasty mode. Road to Glory, if you guys know already, up until this point, it's been an interesting experience, classic Road to Glory stuff like that. I thought some of the features like the GPA system and the test midterms quizzes were interesting and weird at the same time. The text messaging was brand new to the mode, and so I thought that was unique. And the mini games or practice drills, I'm not sure if that was a thing in the past, but seeing it here on Next Gen was a refreshing experience, to say the least. If not a refreshing part of that whole experience playing Road to Glory. That's how I visioned it while, playing the mini games and practice drills and the like, while, having, a decent time playing Road to Glory, okay? So that was a thing, right? I have yet to play online mode. I don't have PlayStation Plus. That's a me problem. I get it. Ultimate Team, like I said, I see no point of me playing it because of how stale the mode has gotten as of late. At least to me, that's pretty much my opinion. So I'm not even going to bother touching that yet. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what else is there for me to point out. Oh yeah, I do have some issues, okay? Issues, flaws, nitpicks, whatever you want to call it. I have quite a few, if not a bunch, okay? Surprisingly, be it as it may, I have quite a lot of stuff to say about this game that I feel like EA should have either fixed in the first place before releasing the game, or they should put up a patch to fix these issues later on as time passes, okay? So here is my list of flaws thus far, okay, that I've witnessed personally. So beginning with this one flaw, well, not really a flaw per se, but it's rather a nitpick. I've realized this one mode that has disappeared in this game, and that is the Heisman Challenge. Bro, where's the Heisman Challenge? Now, mind you, I did not expect this mode to come in the game whatsoever. I have not mentioned this mode. I don't recall at all. I don't really think I remember mentioning this mode at certain points in my previous videos that I've made about this game, especially covering the game before it came out. And so I didn't expect Heisman Challenge to come back, but at the same time, I was a bit baffled in my mind, noticing that the mode was nowhere to be seen in this game. And I just thought to myself, wow, I didn't realize that until I got started playing the game. That's insane. But anyway, like I said, I did not expect it. I wasn't really shocked, but I was a bit surprised deep down once again, noticing that the mode isn't in the game. Heisman Challenge, I feel like they should have brought that back at some point now that I'm looking back at it, but I mean, it's too late now. The game is out, so what really can we do? You know what I mean? And so that's one nitpick. Then there was another supposed glitch that I showed you guys in another short I made at the time. The invisible field, okay? The grass was nowhere to be found when I first played with my created team in Dynasty mode. I think that was the only time I showed you guys gameplay in that said mode, right? I created a stadium. It was an indoor dome, mind you. And so I'm not sure if it was the fact that it was indoors. So maybe I changed it to outdoors later on. Maybe it would show the actual field. But since it was an indoor stadium, the grass was nowhere to be found. No sidelines, no goal lines, none of that stuff was there whatsoever. So I felt like that was a huge low blow in my opinion, because I did all of that just to literally see the field become nothing but blank on the ground. And it looked like my players were like walking in an abyss or something. Like, I don't know what was going on at that point, but you know, I did manage to change the stadium from indoor to outdoor. So I hope and pray that fixes the issue. So that's number 2. Number 3, of course, that random Road to Glory glitch I mentioned earlier. They should fix that at some point. The random occurrence of pop-ins during certain cutscenes, especially mid-game, to where the fans pop out of nowhere once the angle turns to them, or when the players run on the field, they pop on screen out of nowhere. Whether it's the players, cheerleaders, mascots, it don't matter. It keeps on happening with certain people on the field. EA needs to fix that at some point. This next thing annoys me the most, the fact that quarterbacks, like, whenever I pick a play or a route or whatever, the quarterback automatically throws it to me since I'm a wide receiver, especially in Road to Glory, assuming that I'm ready for the play. In reality, I'm not all the way open. Whenever I'm open, I call for the ball, but when I do get open, he passes it to somebody else on the field, ruining my chances of getting open for a catch, if that makes sense. Like, it annoys me to a point to where I cannot play with certain quarterbacks that passes it to somebody else when I call for the ball whenever I'm open. Like, that's stupid. So yeah, man, other than that, it's a solid game to me thus far. Was it the critical darling I was hoping for? Probably not, despite not having that many expectations whatsoever. I still think this game is worth giving a shot. So if you guys have yet to play this game, I suggest you guys do try it for yourself. You know, despite all of the supposed flaws that I mentioned already. I will say though, I had just as much fun with this game than I would with any other Madden game that came out. Shoot, this looks more fun than Madden 25, and that game has yet to come out. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm out of here.